Okay. We are going to look at z-score normal distribution problems with working backwards. This particular one says z-scores are normally, or test scores are normally distributed with a mean of 75. So we'll draw out our picture. Here's our mean of 75 and a standard deviation of 8. What is the highest test score that would put you in the bottom 30%? So we're looking for an x value because this is the bottom 30%. That means the area in red is going to be 30% or 0.3. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our z-score chart. We're going to look up in the body of our chart as close as we can find something to 0.3. 0.3 is not in there exactly. However, 0.3 we get 0.3015 is the closest we can get. And so that corresponds to a z-score of negative 0.52. So that's the z-score that we're going to use. So remember your formula for z's are x minus mu over sigma. We know our z-score is negative 0.52. We do not know our x. We know our mean is 75 and our standard deviation is 8. So we are going to work backwards. We're going to multiply both sides by 8. Cancels on this side. Over here we have negative 4.16, do not round, and x minus 75. We will now add 75 to both sides. And when we do that, cancels here, we get x equaling 70.84. So that is the lowest, or sorry, highest test score that you could get that would put you in the bottom 30%. What we're going to do now is look at another example, but this time we want to be in the top percentage. So it's the same exact data. Here's our z-score, our normal distribution with our mean of 75. We want to be in the top 15%. So now we're over here on the right, and this area is 0.15 for 15%. However, that's not going to do us any good because it is area to the right. So what we want to do is we want to look up area to the left. Well, area to the left is going to be 1 minus 0.15 because the total area under the curve is 1. And so this blue area that we actually need to look up is 0.85. So again, remembering that z equals x minus mu over sigma, we are going to look for 0.85 in our chart, as close as we can find. And 0.85 in our chart, we find the very close value of 0.8508. That corresponds to a z equaling 1.04. So we're going to go 1.04, x minus our mean, divide by our sigma. Oh, sigma, sorry. Sigma is 8. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to multiply both sides by 8. We are going to get 8.32 equals x minus 75. So now we'll add 75 to both sides, getting a final value of x equaling 83.32. That would be the test score that you would have to get, the lowest, to get in the top 15%. Anything above that will obviously be in the top 15% as well. I hope this helps.